Somewhere is a place I long to be. But this is just another hole in my head. Another romance sure dead. Another time I had to just let go.
All right. I'm going to do the intro. Guys, we're back with Road Trip Thoughts. Wearing my Gucci sunglasses. He's wearing his free poor people sunglasses.
It's one of those. What's it? Sun Solar? I think it's Sun Solar.
Just stop it. You know.
It matches my outfit. This is weird. So like, I'm not usually a matchy guy, but I have the orange bandana, the Oklahoma State shirt. My sunglasses are orange black, and then I have the orange and black DCs too. I have orange pants. I just don't have them on.
Do you even own an item of Gucci? I mean,
I don't even know where
what are we doing on this
I don't know
podcast?
where you go to buy Gucci.
I don't either.
I have like
I don't either.
I mean, I guess you Google Gucci, but then I feel like the internet goes, if you have to Google it, you can't afford it.
I'm not gonna lie. These things kind of fell onto my face, and I'm.
Are
just,
they like?
Yeah.
Are they like noticeably more comfortable?
No, they actually feel kind of cheap and plasticky. If I'm being real honest.
That's probably because they're not Gucci.
But it's fancy plastic.
The fact that you have not even crossed your brain that they might not actually be Gucci.
Okay, look at this.
No, these are nice.
It says
No, these are
Gucci.
nice.
I got a Gucci
That
cloth.
doesn't mean anything. You can buy these in Mexico. They
I
have
got
the
a
same
Gucci-
thing.
They can't have Gucci in Mexico, Leighton?
But it's not for
Jesus.
$29.99.
This says Gucci on there. Look, it has
Plus-
a certificate of
listen.
authenticity.
I'm telling you, if we go to Gucci in Vegas, they're not throwing in some Mexican
and,
vanilla.
And it's in Spanish. Certificate de autenticia.
It's in Spanish. You're proving my point more.
Authenticity certificate card. It says, I don't know why
These
Spanish
are
is
actually
above
really
it.
nice.
Yeah, no.
These
right?
actually are. I don't. Maybe it's just because they're clean and mine are dirty.
Well, they were born dirty because they're poor people sunglasses. Look.
They feel sturdy too.
Who's carrying eyewear? Do they make Gucci?
Hold on. What is that?
It says carrying eyewear.
What's that?
I don't know.
That's a different brand. That's
I
not
don't,
Gucci.
I don't know Gucci.
Oh, there's a lot of words.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
It's like a lot.
Can I have my sunglasses
It says
back?
Italy on
I feel
here.
naked.
It says Italy on here.
You know what? I'm going to put these on, see how this feels.
You're not gonna like it. I don't think those.
God.
What? What are you
They're
reacting?
covered in filth.
I said that.
It
I
lo-
said I'm pretty
It
sure the
looks foggy in here now.
Well, you also are supposed to wear normal glasses. To be fair.
No. This is not a Four Eyes time, motherfucker. Take your broke sunglasses. Give me these. Get your. He's gonna get his pirate grease all over.
I don't want to put mine
Gucci's.
back on because I'm gonna feel sad.
Yeah, that's why I've been teasing you for the past 4 episodes. It's like, what is wrong with you? Get real sunglasses like a person.
Let's get to our topic now that we're.
I mean, okay. Let me
I gotta-
see if I can segue into this smoothly.
no, that's my job.
Do you, well, yeah. I just want to have fun.
I
Do you
don't
think
want you
they
to.
sell Gucci at Buc-ee's?
Oh no, I don't.
No, they don't. They don't. They
So
definitely don't.
here's the thing. I'll tell you this. So we just finished a show. We've done way too many episodes in Corner Pocket. To be fair, we're supposed to road trip thought.
It's called Road Trip Thoughts, and then
We'll be on the road soon.
we're back on the road in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 1 week. We're going to Kansas City next week.
Okay, so we're
Yeah, 1
kind of
week.
on the road next week. All right, so we'll record that episode on the road actually.
One of my favorite things we've ever recorded was on the road to Kansas, and we drove through Kansas because it was the bit where we talked about fast food burgers, and you said, I think we should do the McDonald's commercials like we do the Hardee's commercials and like make Ronald McDonald sexy again.
Dude, that was one of those things that came out of my mouth. I've watched that episode. It's like it came out of my mouth, and as it did, you could see me go, "What am I saying?"
Yeah.
Where I was like, "I don't know, man. Maybe if McDonald's ran their commercials like Hardee's, I don't know. They put a like
A chest and
Buc-ee-
some Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, showed some Ronald McDonald chest and some Daisy Dukes. They might sell some more burgers. I don't know. Try it.
No,
out.
so this week, so I had been to Texas on my own a few times and gone to this place. And then the first travel, like real traveling we ever did was back to back. Me and Levi did Nebraska together, and then the very next week we did Jonesboro, Arkansas, Nashville, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia. And on that run, we accidentally stumbled across this place in Alabama. And that was
Leeds.
yeah, Leeds, Alabama. Why do you just know that?
Because I have the shirt. It says
Oh,
Leeds,
that's right.
Alabama underneath
So
the
that
beaver.
place is Buc-ee's, and in Buc-ee's we got addicted for a minute.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It really sucked me in when I first saw it. I was like, "What? This is a gas station?"
Levi was buying the shirts.
Oh, they can make gas stations like. Oh, I was wearing the one earlier today that's just got the beaver on it, and
Yeah.
he's like flying or whatever, and it says
Yeah,
"I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
fly."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever bought," and I love
No,
it.
you can't see it. It's a little bit off. Oh, no, it's right here. This has a few. I've got a few stickers from Buc-ee's, Texas, and Alabama on it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
here's the thing. I'm a little bit of a. I think that's what the definition of hipster is. Like I was a fan of it before it was cool. Once Buc-ee's became the thing that everybody was just wearing, like I just see people wearing that around. I was like, it's not fun anymore.
Well,
It's
that-
not just that play. Like we were like, because we actually like. I feel like we were the target audience.
I just stumbled on it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the road all the time. We go to a lot of gross gas stations, and the reason that Buc-ee's was cool for us is because it was a big, clean place we could get actual food.
Yeah. Honestly,
That was what was so fun about it.
Tim Dillon said it best. Is like they're a Walmart competitor. It's just like they're like how many things can we put in the same building that they'll buy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
It-
you're dropping $30 just parking.
It was magical the first time you see it. You're like, I didn't know this was possible. Oh, and it was even better because it was only in like apparently they were all over Texas, and we found one random one in the middle of Alabama.
Yeah,
We're
now
like,
they're
"This is
like
amazing."
everywhere.
And then they turn around and just recently, they pop up on the news and tell us that we're getting one here in Springfield, and like everyone seems super excited about it. But I'm gonna be honest, it was like the death knell. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, I'm out. I don't like Buc-ee's
Anything
anymore.
that it's not special anymore. It's just like anything. Too much of a good thing is not fun anymore. So yeah, we're getting one here in Springfield. But we also here's what's funnier. So Buc-ee's was this big thing. It was a Texas thing. It's not a Texas thing anymore. Then we went to the off-brand. Like we went to the Great Value Buc-ee's in St. Louis called it's Wally's.
Wally's.
It's literally like the
Wally's.
same Buc-ee Wally. The only
Yeah.
difference is they
It's a
sell a lot
moose.
more like alcohol. They have like shots at the counter.
Yeah, it's the adult Buc-ee's. is
All
way
the
to go.
shirts, instead of being like something cute about a beaver, it'll be like, sometimes I day drink and drive with my kids. # road trip.
I'd buy that shirt. If that shirt existed, I'd own it. I don't have
I'm
kids,
pretty
but-
sure they had that shirt. But I remember
point it out next time.
I collect bandanas. Like right now, I bought this bandana in Indianapolis at a truck stop, and I went to get a bandana at that Wally's, and it was like $10.99. I was like, for a piece of cloth?
I mean, I work in a head shop, and we sell bandanas. That
No,
are
we're not getting into,
$10.
we're not getting into your bandanas from your head shop. I'm not wearing it.
They're okay. I wasn't even talking about that one.
That's
That-
exactly
that
for
was
sure.
a $6 bandana. I was talking about the Grateful Dead officially licensed liquid blue bandanas that are $10.
Oh, I didn't even know you had those.
Yeah, they're fancy.
I'm talking about the one you brought me, and you
the
were like,
one
wear
from-
this. And I'm
from
like,
the
I'm not wearing
amazing, respectable company of Tasty Puff. Tasty Puff, all their
this.
great
No,
products.
No, it says
Like pre-rolled cones and
I don't
and
smoke.
flavored drops.
One side says take a puff. The other side is a propaganda poster.
I feel like you're being racist by not wearing it at this point. Okay, if we do a black room, can you please wear it? I'll do the AC/DC joke if
We're
you
in
wear
a black
that
room
bandana.
right now. Look at the walls.
You know what I'm saying. Don't
No, no,
twist
please-
my words.
please
I'm
spell it
clearly
out.
talking about
Spell-
race. I don't like what you're doing to me.
Let me be racist on the podcast.
I'm talking about people, not paint colors. Jeez. Keep it in the same ballpark.
So here's the funny thing. So me and Levi met at open mics, and then we did Columbia, which actually was like almost like 2 years ago today.
I hate that place.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
We did Columbia. That was our first actual show together, and then we did Lincoln on a full weekend, and then we did that run that I was just talking about when we went to Buc-ee's. And on that run, we did an all-black room in Atlanta. And that's not me. That's not an
That
exaggeration.
was the best all-black room we've ever done, by the way.
We were the only white people.
In a 10-mile radius.
Yeah. And that's not like
Besides the guy that tried to sell McElroy at NyQuil or whatever. That was fun.
I've almost never had that much fun at a show because like TD Jakes was running the door. He had a pistol on his hip.
Oh, my God.
He was metal detecting people as they came into the show, and I said, "Hey, buddy, what are you looking for?" He showed me his pistol and went, "I ain't looking for nothing."
Dude, that guy was horrifying and comforting at the same time. I was like, he's a nice grandpa.
When a guy in a suit jacket has a pistol, you just know you're good.
Yeah, like that guy's in charge.
But anyway, so we did the show, and it was half comedy, half hip hop.
which
Right.
just makes sense.
Yeah, which Levi loves both, so it was his kind of show.
I'm the guy.
And we got to the lady that so they split us up. Like I think did you go first?
No, I think McElroy went
I
first.
think he closed.
Oh, yeah. No, I think you went first.
Maybe.
I think you did. Yeah, I think I went in the middle.
It's been a minute now. That was during the pandemic. Right as we were allowed to do.
No, I did go. Yeah, it was right
Was it?
after the lady saying.
So
yeah.
that's
for
what
sure.
I was getting
Yep.
at.
Yeah, I
so
thought
right
about
before,
that.
right before
Got
Levi
it.
went up, a black lady that
I don't know why
matters
you said
for
it
the
like
story.
that.
It matters. She sang a Black Lives Matter song that was like, "Stop killing us! Stop killing us!" And she looked at Levi and was like, "Stop killing us!"
Don't shoot. She just kept saying, "Don't shoot," and pointing in my face. And this is like in the middle of COVID, right after the Floyd thing, and you're like, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die."
like in the middle of the show, Levi's like, "I'm not gonna. I promise."
I promise. I have so much weed on me. I'm also scared of cops. Can we be friends?
They definitely thought we were cops. That came up during.
Well,
the show.
to be fair, McElroy, I love the guy to death.
McElroy looks
he
like a cop.
looks like at least somebody's PO. Like at the very like
he tucks
looks,
in his shirt. You don't trust a guy that tucks in his
Yeah,
shirt.
wears a ball cap with the bent brim. He's got like a shirt on over a shirt. You know what I mean? The unbuttoned button shirt, jeans, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" Yeah, that guy's someone's PO.
He did great.
No,
I think
he actually did the best.
we had a lot of fun at
I think
that
he
show.
did better than we did on that.
We
one.
got invited
By a
back, and
long
they literally. That's the only time I've ever done a show where it started with "Welcome to the show. We want to thank the white boys for coming out tonight." I'm like, "Oh, this is."
I will say, now thinking about it, I totally get how like black comics would feel when they show up in a white room and we're all like, "So the black guy," and they're like, "Uh-oh,
Here's the key difference: a black guy. Can
we're
go,
not allowed to beat them
A
up.
black guy can make fun of the white people and be like, "What did you just say?"
We're not allowed to beat them up. They can beat us up though." I'm just saying, if a black comic's in a room with a bunch of white people and he gets beat up, we have a national news.
Oh,
if
yeah,
a white
yeah,
comic
yeah.
is in a black room and gets beat up, that's just what happens in
That's
Atlanta.
Southside Atlanta,
Like that's
yeah.
just how that works. Yeah, he fucked
What I
up.
mean is,
he
like-
shouldn't have been there.
Like a black comic can kind of go in on white people. It's
Yeah.
gonna be funny. We're all gonna
Oh, yeah.
laugh. If I did that in that room in Atlanta, this podcast would just be Levi.
Road trip thoughts about my dead friend.
Bandit still
Too
wouldn't
dark.
show up because he
Bandit-
still doesn't want to be around you.
What's he gonna watch this and message me?
No.
He'd have to read my old messages first.
Yeah,
What an ass.
nice.
6 months before the read it, and he's like, "I don't know if you guys should be on the show." It's like, I don't know if you know I am, dude. How are they, Levi? Quiet. Oh, are you guys alive? I warned you, dude. I don't know why you're screaming at the audience.
This is why we're not supposed to no Jameson before we film the podcast with old Levi.
Oh, blame the Jameson and not the sweet Gucci sunglasses.
Oh, where are we at here?
All right, here, I'll
We're
nullify
at
the
12
Jameson.
minutes. I just want to say this is supposed to be a 10-minute podcast.
Yo,
Our
we
last
even
one
talked
was
about Buc-ee's.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't even get into the whole thing I wanted to say about him.
Go for it.
Okay, here's the thing that, all right, I'm just kind of shifting gears here. Like, by the way,
I would like to say last time we did this, Summer had this whole table full of. I was eating snacks for 40 minutes straight during the podcast. Now I feel like I'm like. Anyway, go continue.
You're really screwing up. There's no snacks here. But anyway, so whenever I found out that they were putting a Buc-ee's in Springfield, I start following the story because I was like, well, that's interesting. And then they keep telling us that they're going to have city council vote on it. And I'm like, well, it kind of sounds like it's already done, but okay. And then the whole reason they had to have city council vote on it was because city council had to approve, I want to say, I may be slightly wrong on the number, but I think it was like $8.9 million in tax revenue that the citizens of Springfield are going to front to build all the off-ramps and exits and stuff and redo the area
Yeah,
for
how does that
Buc-ee's.
make sense? They're about to make
Yeah,
all the money and we're paying them?
They're opening up a giant gas station that is going to be honest, affect all of the other gas stations that are already here in the community. And then they're going to hire maybe, 30, 40 people at most? You know what I mean? Just to cover the whole week for everything?
I have no
I don't
idea,
know.
but yeah,
Even if they
I
have
mean-
100, it's like
Right.
$8.9 million we're going to front you to put a gas station here that you're going to make all the money on? Like,
At least make Johnny Morris
I
pay
don't.
for it.
Nobody's driving from anywhere to go to a Buc-ee's. You know what I mean? They're not on the fence of like,
Yeah.
well, I want to go to Bass Pro, but like, do they have a giant gas station with a beaver? Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't. Yeah, it's.
What's funny is all the things that Buc-ee sells, Bass Pro sells.
Well, dude, here's the thing: is that this isn't just a Jameson. It actually is how I feel.
That's a little disclaimer.
Politicians are just losers. Like, especially, at least from what I know, and maybe I'm talking out of my ass. If I am, leave it in the comments, and I won't read it. But point being is
what
that
comments?
yeah, I don't. There's no comments. I don't know. Am I a YouTuber? I don't know how this works. But anyway, politicians are losers because, like, in Springfield, what I've noticed is city council tends to just be the children of really, really rich people in the community, and those kids just weren't good at anything. So their parents were like, I'm going to make you city council so you can push through these things so I can get the bus deal or whatever and make all the money. And it's like so obviously corrupt on its face that, like, I don't know, I feel like we should film me at a city council meeting. Like, it would just be, I'd get kicked out for sure, but it'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Bro, if you'll film me, I will do wild stuff.
Oh, dude. Well, that's pretty much. I pretty much agree. I mean, like I said, I kind of said my feelings at the top. I like the idea of these giant gas stations, but also I heard. Granted, this depends on when you go and where you're at, but like a lot of these Buc-ee's, it's now like it's hard to exit. There's so many people trying to exit just to get there. I'm not doing that. That ain't. Listen, like it's fun. It's a good time. Ha, 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 ha.
Bro.
Levi saw a woman get sex trafficked and went, I don't care. In a Buc-ee's. It was good times.
Okay, to be fair, it wasn't a woman. We both saw that.
It was a child.
That was a
makes it worse.
12-year-old child, and she was screaming. This is probably uncouth, but yeah.
It's not good,
She
whatever
was
it was.
being walked by, I think it was a lady, if I remember correctly. A lady
I
right
see. I
behind
didn't
her.
see it. I heard it.
And she's walking from, like, the section where all the snacks are over to where, like, the front door is. She's walking her out behind her, like, pushing her by her shoulders. And this kid's sitting there going, and, like, screaming hard. And, like, the horror in my head went, oh, so we're just allowed to scream in here? And then the worker did not like that.
I was going to say, you said it out loud.
No, I said it out loud. I said it out loud to the guy who was stocking shelves, and he didn't think it was funny. And then it kind of hit me. I was like, oh, what if they, like, put a shot in that girl, and she's, like, on her way to going to sleep, and they're trafficking her? And then I was like, I don't think I like Buc-ee's anymore.
You would never know.
I would never know.
There was no, like, that was my point.
Well,
I brought up the point. I was like, what if that lady was, like, in trouble, and we're all
never-
waiting, oh, she's just specially, challenged,
I've
and we all just let her
never
go.
had to wonder if somebody's being sex trafficked at a Love's. It's
Oh, for
very
sure you
clear
have.
No, I didn't have to wonder. It's
You
very
had to
clear
wonder.
when it happens.
I've wondered if you
Yeah.
were getting sex trafficked. I saw you go in there, and I'm like, that guy looks terrifying that you went in there with. He loves
In
you.
there with? What?
Like in that,
What are you talking about?
in that big bathroom. I see who goes in there when you go in there. I'm like, that guy for sure might sex traffic Levi.
And you don't do anything about it?
What am I supposed
You
to
think
do?
that's what's happening, and you're like, what are the Dorito flavors here? Wow.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm going to pee in your mouth when you fall asleep in the
Yeah.
hotel.
I
I'm gonna pee
offered
right in your
I
mouth.
offered him a piece of pizza. Where did you get a blow pop? What is this?
What is happening?
oh,
Is there cookies? That's not a blow pop. That's a push pop. No, we're just
No,
recording a
no.
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're finishing one.
It's actually about over, but yeah.
Followers?
no.
No. He asked if we had
What
followers.
are you on? What platforms are you on?
All of them. And we still can't get anyone.
Are you on Spotify?
Yes.
Well, Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah.
What's the podcast on?
Right there. See that giant poster
Yeah,
up
we
on
got
the
a
wall?
poster in the room.
You're live. Sorry to interrupt.
We're not
No,
live.
we're not live. We're just recording.
We're actually about to close up. We're
It's
about to
actually-
close it
this
up.
is awesome. The guy was at the show tonight, saw the show. We have a giant poster on the wall that promotes our podcast, and he was like, "Oh, what's your podcast called?" I was like, "You've walked out of that door
That
at least 4
poster's doing
times."
well. All right, we're closing out. That was our thoughts on Buc-ee's and this guy's thought on our podcast.
Hold on, no final thoughts on Buc-ee's. Wrap it up. Surmise.
How do you have more thoughts? You have
no,
too many thoughts.
No, you surmise it. What do you mean too many thoughts? on
Surmise
Buc-ee's?
it? What does that word mean?
I don't know. Put it together.
Summarize?
Summarize
Are you
it.
trying to say summarize?
I said it in the fancy white people way. Surmise it. Yeah, cut out some syllables.
Well, say the words. Let's end this thing.
Oh, you have no final thoughts on Buc-ee's?
I said my thoughts on Buc-ee's.
You're going to get mad if I say my final thoughts on Buc-ee's, so I guess we just end it. Can I say it and then we bleep it?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to bleep several other things I've said. I do not fuck.
I met a girl, she stole my heart in the blink of an eye.